Jack Della Maddalena defends his belt for the first time when he takes on former UFC Makhachev was one rank pound former UFC Makhachev was
What?
I also want to update you on 321 in Abu Dhabi on October 25th, which will be headlined by the undisputed UFC heavyweight championship.
What an idiot, bro.
Opening the main card, light heavyweight, Alexander Rakic, and he'll be taking on Azamat, who's ranked number 11, Murzakanov.
Bro, Murzakanov has the current record for consecutive knockdowns. He's had a knockdown in his last 4 or 5 fights, yeah? Yet here Dana is, clearly having just popped a pilly at the White House or something, yeah? Acting like he's never heard of the guy. Murzakanov. This guy spent 10 seconds reading the name before attempting to say it. Yeah, this brother genuinely, he needs minus 10 level prescription glasses, or he needs to go back to phonics class on a year 1 thing. Pause on that. Anyway, I truly do not think that we're ever going to leave the 240p unenthusiastic Instagram live Dana White fight announcements. Yeah, as long as he's the president. But 240p unenthusiastic Instagram live Dana White fight announcement or not, these were some really, really massive fight announcements. Let's go through all of them. Let's see what's going on. Let's go one by one.
First off, I'm announcing our return to New York City as UFC 322 takes place on Saturday, November 5th. The main event, UFC welterweight champion Jack Della Maddalena defends his belt for the first time when he takes on Islam Makhachev. Makhachev was number 1 ranked pound-for-pound fighter in the world. This is literally the definition of a super fight.
So there it is, the news we were all waiting for and we all expected, to be honest. The main fight announcement, UFC 322 in New York, the main event. JDM taking on Islam Makhachev. Islam Makhachev, obviously he vacated his lightweight belt a few months ago, and we all know he was going to go up to welterweight to fight JDM. So here it is. I mean, this is a massive fight, obviously. As he said, this is kind of a super fight. I don't know if it's big. Is it bigger than Ilya versus Charles? You guys tell me in the comment section down below. In terms of this actual fight, it's a clash of styles. JDM, he has very good takedown defense, and he's an amazing striker. Makhachev, he's very well rounded now. He's got decent striking, but obviously his main kind of area is the wrestling and the jiu-jitsu. So we'll see how this goes. I mean, I think Makhachev, I'm not going to bet against Makhachev, I'm going to be real.
UFC strawweight champion Weili Zhang has accomplished all there is to accomplish at 115 pounds. So she's now going to vacate her title and move up and challenge Valentina Shevchenko for the flyweight championship in the co-main event of UFC 322.
So on that co-main event in New York on UFC 322, we have another double champ fight, which is, I mean, to be fair, that's quite surprising. I wasn't expecting that. Obviously, one of them is a WMMA fight, but I will definitely be watching this for sure, because obviously I think Zhang Weili is probably the most popular WMMA fighter right now. So she's vacated that strawweight title and she's going up to flyweight now, because she said that she's completed everything at strawweight. But I would say I'm surprised that she didn't defend against Jandiroba. I think if she defended against Jandiroba, she definitely could have gone up to Valentina Shevchenko and become a simultaneous double champ. But I mean, I guess that's not a thing anymore according to Dana White. So yeah, obviously I like this fight. It's the best. I mean, it literally is the best fight you can make in WMMA right now. I mean, WMMA is really stale right now. So, I mean, I'll definitely be watching this fight. I think Shevchenko is getting up there in age now. I think Zhang Weili's got it, bro. Genuinely, I think Zhang Weili can win this.
Also on the card of UFC 322, former champion Leon Edwards returns to take on everybody's favorite, number 9 ranked Carlos Prates.
Okay, now things are spicing up. UFC 322 is already looking so stacked. Even though the whole card hasn't even been announced, only 3 or 4 fights have been announced. This featured fight is looking amazing as well. Leon Edwards versus Carlos Prates. Obviously, as we all know, recently, a few weeks ago, at UFC 319, Carlos Prates got that spinning KO against Jeff Neal, disposed of him easily in that first round. And he called out Leon Edwards, and now he's getting that fight. So yeah, obviously Leon Edwards is former champion, number 4 ranked, then Carlos Prates, number 9 ranked. So a win over Leon Edwards would really put him in a good position, near to that title shot. Maybe one more win after Leon Edwards would get him that title shot, but let's not get too ahead of ourselves, because we never know what could happen with Leon Edwards. I do think Carlos Prates is going to butcher him if they stand on the feet. Unless Leon could try the takedowns. You never know what happens, but we'll see. Yeah, this is going to be an amazing matchup. I'm really excited for this card and this fight. I mean, I think Carlos Prates is going to get the win here. He might KO him, bro. Genuinely, I can see Leon Edwards getting KO'd here.
I also want to update you on 321 of another championship fight for you. As I mentioned just a second ago, Weili Zhang is vacating her title. So there will be a new UFC strawweight champion in Abu Dhabi as number 1 ranked contender. Virna Jandiroba takes on number 5 ranked Mackenzie Dern.
So that clears up who's on the co-main event of 321. Obviously, because, Zhang had to vacate that title, these two are going to be fighting for that strawweight title. Virna Jandiroba and Mackenzie Dern. I would say that is the fairest matchup. I mean, obviously, Virna Jandiroba is the number 1 contender, so she definitely deserves it. I would say maybe Yan Xiaonan, but I think, did she lose recently? I'm pretty sure did she lose to Virna Jandiroba? I think she might have lost to Virna Jandiroba. And then Mackenzie Dern, she's on a nice little win streak, so yeah, I would say that's fair enough as well. Who's going to win this? Jandiroba's going to win it, I think, to be honest. And she's probably going to be like one of the most unpopular champions in UFC history, but I think she has the skills to do it.
Also being added to UFC 321, 2 of the best bantamweights. Number 2 ranked Umar Nurmagomedov takes on Mario Batista, who is ranked number 8.
Look, man, as they say, you have to give credit where credit is due. Normally, I love roasting the UFC for, all the terrible decisions they make. That's basically the whole reason I have this channel. But this is the best fight they could have made for both parties, man. Listen, this is the perfect number 1 contenders match between Umar and Bautista. They both 100% deserve it. I'm glad they've given Bautista the respect he deserves, and they've finally given him a shot, at the title, in the title picture. Do you get what I'm saying? He's on a long win streak, 6 or maybe 7 or 8 fights actually, for his win streak. Umar Nurmagomedov, obviously in his last fight, he did come up short against Merab. I wouldn't say it was a close fight, but I would say he did well in that fight. And you know what? I know a lot of people have been saying that he deserves a rematch. I'm glad that UFC haven't just thrown him straight back into a rematch like they did with Sean O'Malley. I'm glad he has to earn his way back to that title shot. And a win over Bautista definitely does it in my eyes. Who's going to win this fight? I do think Umar gets it done. Obviously, Bautista is a hell of a fighter as well, but we have seen him lose. Umar's only lost to the best, and apart from that, he's just looked unstoppable. So yeah, I'm gonna go Umar Nurmagomedov to get this done.
About to take off here from Washington, D.C. White House fight is on. The White House fight is on. I will have more details on that in the next couple weeks.
And just that final announcement confirming that the White House card is on. That's good, man. I mean, I want this to be one of the best cards in UFC history. It deserves to be one of the best cards in UFC history. It's definitely going to get the audience of a lot of new people, so they have to put a big name at the main event. Maybe a Conor McGregor. I don't know if you can count on him, but Conor McGregor's also good friends with Donald Trump, so I'm sure he wouldn't want to disappoint Donald Trump. So I reckon it's actually a pretty safe bet to put Conor McGregor on that main card. Anyway, tomorrow is UFC Paris, so these are my predictions for that fight night. Obviously, in the main event, we see Imamov taking on Borralho. Hopefully, that will be a good fight. I mean, in both of their last fights, they had amazing performances, so we'll see how it goes for both of them. But yeah, that's about it for today. You guys let me know your thoughts on these fight announcements, on this fight night. Please do like, comment, share, subscribe. Turn on that post notification bell so that you get notified every time I upload. And yeah, that's about it. I'll see you guys next time. Safe.